Hello, it is New Year's Eve. It's Wednesday and I had the day off. So I decided to treat myself to a little solo movie date. I went to see Sentimental Value, which it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. I'm artsy and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It really was up my alley, if I may say so myself. I love the main actress. She's Norwegian. I forget her name, and she's a Norwegian actress that was in this movie called The Worst Person in the World. And so I thought I would like this film also because my bro, he told me, he's like, you're gonna love it. And I usually trust him when he says I'm gonna love something, and I did. So yeah, if you want to see a good indie flick, Sentimental Value, you won't be disappointed. So I didn't sob, but I did have a light cry during the last scene. Yeah, I just had a slow morning of hanging out with Petey, doing some notes at my apartment, and just enjoying my little day off. I'm going to go home and have quite a late lunch. It's about 3:30. And then I have to go to the apartment for our final inspection, our like move out inspection. And then celebrating New Year's Eve with the girls, with Caroline and Kelsey tonight. So that should be fun. And then I also have tomorrow off, which I think I'm gonna see my mom for coffee and Catherine for coffee. So I'm gonna be hyped up tomorrow. But yeah, I gotta get home to my Petey pie. But other than the rain, I'm having quite a good day. It's very, very rainy, and it's supposed to rain like for the next, I don't even know how many days. I can't live like this. This is winter in LA sometimes. I feel like this is just gonna be a rainy winter, and I'm not here for it. But anyway, let's go home. Good morning. I just got to Pasadena because I'm meeting up with Catherine for a little coffee and catch up. Do you like my hat? I'm just trying to protect my hair from the rain. It was a weird start to the new year. Happy New Year, by the way. It was a weird start to the new year because I was taking Petey out this morning for his morning walk, and I met one of my neighbors, this man named Giovanni. And he immediately starts telling me that like it's a terrible place to live, this apartment complex, because like the maintenance people never respond to any maintenance requests. And if he wished he could have warned me to like not move in here, and like the laundry machines don't work, and et cetera, et cetera. And I was just like, fuck, what a way to start the new year. And I was like, okay. But he had a dark and sinister energy. And my intuition was like kind of telling me like, I'm not sure if I can totally trust him. So half of me is like, oh God, was this a horrible mistake? And the other half of me is like, is he telling me this, but it's not true? So I can't quite tell. And I hope it's the latter, obviously. But after I got back inside, I was like, okay, I need to really get on it. So I like put in a maintenance request to get this heater fixed. And I called a different number that got me a different woman on the phone who was very prompt, because calling my building manager has not gotten me anywhere. So this other woman, I don't know who she was, but she seemed on it. So that was good. But anyway, that was like kind of scary. So fingers crossed that that's not the situation. But I don't know, again, his energy was dark-sided. So I'm just gonna trust my intuition that he was telling me that for his own sinister reasons. But anyway, let's go see Catherine. I just got here to Pasadena. It's another rainy day. The rain is letting up a little bit right now, but it was pouring rain when I woke up this morning. I slept till 9:30 this morning, which set me back a little bit in my timing, but it was nice to get some sleep because I didn't get home till like 11 because I was having a fun night with the girls. We watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the new episode, and we just gabbed and got Shake Shack, and it was really, really nice. It was a nice way to close out 2025. So yeah, let's go see Catherine. e-ticketing today. Beautiful. I am out running errands. It's Friday afternoon. I just had a really lovely morning of sessions. But I was just in CVS picking up my medication to keep this motor running. And I was just leaving laughing, thinking to myself, the last time I picked up my medication at CVS, I actually picked it up at the CVS down the street from my mom's place. And it was such a bad experience. The CVS down the street from my mom's, I'm not gonna call it out, but it's so rancid. The energy in there is like foul. Like, I think it's like actually part of the ninth circle of hell in there. Like, you step into a portal to like a different realm of this universe, and it is like so gnarly in there energetically that I literally like cried on my walk home because the energy was so sinister that it like got into my bones. And I like walked in the door after picking up my medication there a few weeks ago, and my mom was like, "What happened to you?" And I just burst into tears, and I was like, the energy in there was so rancid. And she was like, "You are so sensitive." She was like, "I love you, but like, you're so sensitive." And I was like, I know, I just could feel the energy of everyone in that CVS, and it was so dark. But thankfully today, everyone's energy in CVS was like totally fine. Like, you know, not everyone was having the best and most amazing day in there, but no one's energy was so dark-sided that it made me cry. And I was just kind of laughing to myself thinking about it as I was walking out of there, because I was like, that was a perfectly normal experience in a CVS. And it kind of confirmed for me that not all CVSs are a gateway to the ninth circle of hell, and not all CVSs have to have rancid energy. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna get a little Starbucks and then finish up my errands. We're gonna go to Ralph's to get a couple of items and then hit Trader Joe's. So anyway, not all CVSs are portals to hell. I thought I'd do something fun and random and order a different drink at Starbucks than I usually get. My mom's been obsessed with flat whites lately. A flat white. I think a flat white in Australia is like a latte, but a flat white is the thing that my mom always gets. So she always gets a flat white with 2 shots with oat milk extra hot. I've already had 1 sip and it is far from extra hot, but as my friends and family know, extra hot to me means scalding off the fur on my tongue. But yeah, this is like a joke in terms of extra hot. I'm drinking it, it's not burning anything in my mouth, but it's good. It's really expensive for a tall. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I can make this a regular thing, because this is more expensive than a grande of an Americano or a cold brew. So we can't be doing that. This is a special treat kind of drink, but it is good. It kind of tastes like a hot chocolate that's not sweet. It tastes like a cappuccino, honestly. Yeah, it kind of tastes exactly like a cappuccino, which I love a cappuccino moment. It's a nice little treat for the end of the week, even though I had 2 days off in the middle of the week. But it's a nice way to celebrate a 3-day work week. Yeah. And I feel like I kind of crushed it today in sessions. We did the damn thing. It's good. All right. I'm stalling because I don't want to go into Ralph's because I hate Ralph's. It's too big. And I've been in Ralph's more times than I can count, but I literally can never find my GD way around in that store. I swear they move things around in there constantly, and I can never find a darn thing. It's so hard to find one's bearings because it's just so big and the ceilings are so high. Hello and good afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock on Sunday. Yes, Sunday. And I just had a lovely little hour and a half vibe at Commissary. I'm back, shocker. I am back at my old faithful friend, the Glendale Commissary. I felt like I was cheating on the Glendale Commissary with the Burbank Commissary because I've been frequenting that one so often because it's just so much closer. Not so much, it's 10 minutes as opposed to 15 minutes away from my new apartment. But I was like, I have to do some work, so let's go to my old faithful friend, the Glendale Commissary. And the vibes in the Glendale Commissary today were just so immaculate, you guys. And it reminded me that nothing compares to the Glendale Commissary. The Burbank one is not the same. Here's what I figured out. The Burbank Commissary is very sceney. The kinds of people who frequent the Burbank Commissary are all in the industry and they're all doing meetings there. And it's very much see and be seen there. And it's not a community. It's very much like business transactions are happening. The Glendale Commissary is people are there to socialize. They're there to be in community with one another and meet their fellow man and woman. And today they were playing a very fun early 2000s playlist, and all the baristas were moving and grooving. And it was just a very fun vibe in there. So I got all my work done. It was kind of hard to do because the music was so fun. It was a little distracting, but I managed. And there was these teens in there that were like dancing to the music, and they're having a really funny conversation that I was eavesdropping into. And then the pièce de résistance was that I looked out the window like a few minutes before I was about to leave, and the comedian Chris Fleming was just walking on by down the sidewalk. And so I was like, no way. If you don't know who that is, look him up. He's hilarious. And he was wearing a bright neon sort of almost biking outfit, I would say. Latex ensemble, if you will. So just absolutely stunning vibes at the Commissary in Glendale today. I was like, damn, this place should turn into like a dance hall in the evenings and keep pumping these great tunes and keep these good vibes going. You know what I mean? Anyway, as you can probably tell from outside, it's been raining nonstop this weekend. Yesterday, I did Sweet Fuck All and just binge watched Nashville. Read an entire book pretty much. And that was pretty much it. Oh, and then I went to Caroline's and I introduced her to K-pop Demon Hunters, which she loved. And then the sequel to Kiss of the Basilisk came in at the library for me. So I've been reading that today. I've been in a bit of a reading hole. So I wrenched myself out of that hole to do some work before the new week starts, because I was like, I'm not getting behind this week before it even starts, because this is my first full week back in 2 weeks. I was just like, we gotta get ahead of the game. But anywho, we're gonna get back home, probably get in our jammies because it's like, you know, the sun's setting soon. Give Petey a cuddle, and I might watch the new Knives Out movie tonight. That sounds like a cozy Sunday night activity for a rainy night. And both Caroline and Shakespeare Guy have said it's really good, so I'm intrigued. Or I might just keep binge watching Nashville. I'm kind of on a roll in season 4. Or maybe I'll do both. The world is my oyster. I live alone now, and it's the best. Alrighty, let's go. like I'm in a hostage situation. I'm just in my car and it's dark and the light is on. But surprise, surprise, I decided to be impulsive now that I live alone and go see The Housemaid. And I was like, ladies, anyone want to see it with me? And Caroline was like, I will. So we are meeting in Burbank. I mean, I'm already in Burbank, but we're meeting in downtown Burbank to see The Housemaid, starring Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney and that other guy who looks like every white man. So we'll see how this is. I think it's going to be bad, but it looks like fun and campy, and everyone says that Amanda Seyfried gives it her all. So I think she's a good actress. Sydney Sweeney, I don't care to comment, but I don't think she's bad enough to ruin this film. So yeah, I really didn't do anything today, you guys. I was supposed to have like 2 sessions, but they both canceled. So, oh, what I did do is I got new curtains in the mail. Finally, my curtains from Target came and I hung them up and they look really cute. And I will show you later. And I took Petey on a lot of walks and he was in a really grumpy mood today. He just grumbled at me like all day. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I did to piss you off. He was just in a mood. But other than that, I just read my Basilisk book and watched Nashville, caught up on my YouTube videos, and I'd already finished all my work to get prepared for the week. So I was kind of twiddling my thumbs. But yeah, so I was like, I just need to get out of the house. So let's go see this movie and I will tell you my thoughts afterwards. Hey friends, it is Friday afternoon, early afternoon. I'm just sitting on the couch and I realized I never told you my thoughts about The Housemaid. I haven't picked up the camera since then for a number of reasons. One, fell into a deep work hole because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were crazy work-wise. Just like so many sessions back to back, I was kind of like, and also I was having laptop trouble. I was having trouble syncing any of my videos from my phone to my computer, so I like couldn't upload them to edit any of the content I've gotten from this vlog so far. And so that was pissing me off. And so I was like, ugh, well, I don't want to film anything new because I can't edit it. But finally, I did a big software update of my computer, and turns out it did the trick. And I put some stuff on my external hard drive and cleared out some space, and that also did the trick. So yeah, but anyway, what did I think of The Housemaid? You guys, it was actually kind of really fun and good. Caroline and I enjoyed it thoroughly. What would I give it? I would give it like a solid B, but that was a B that I enjoyed far more than I thought I would. Like, I was seated, I enjoyed it so much. It was a great time had by both of us at the theater. Sydney Sweeney was fine. She was passable. She did not ruin the film in any way at all. As you can imagine, her boobs were their own character, as they usually are. But yeah, they were their own character. It was Sydney's character and then her boobs, and they were kind of collaborating as artists in the film. Amanda Seyfried was just perfection. I kind of like yelped laughing a few times at her because she was just so committed and campy. Thank God I didn't read the book, you guys. I was a little worried. I was like, oh, I do like to read the book before I see a movie version of things. But the twist was so satisfying, having not read the book, that if you are good at predicting what's going to happen in a film, you would probably have guessed it. But you guys know me, I'm gullible as hell. So I did not see the twist coming from a mile away. And when it happened, I was like, no way. I'm not going to spoil it because it's too fun and I wouldn't want to spoil it for you guys. But I was like, I'm shocked. So yeah, absolutely shook me to my core. The twist was really fun. And yeah, I think Amanda Seyfried's performance had so many different shades to it that it was just so fun to see what she would do next. It was super unpredictable, and it just seemed like she was having a great time as an actress. The male lead was fine. Honestly, I think that role could have been played by like any straight white male. But he showed up, he got his paycheck, he did what he had to do, rent was due, and he said, okay, I'm gonna get my bills paid. But yeah, so it was a fun romp. If you want to see something fun and you're just kind of like bored and want to see a film, that's the one for you. Oh, I also watched Wake Up Dead Man on Netflix at home on Tuesday night, I think. And that was good too. I think it was like on par with the first Knives Out for me, because I hated the second Knives Out movie. I didn't give a fuck about that one. Couldn't have cared less. But yeah, that was fun. Josh O'Connor, my love, my crush. I adore that man. He was exceptional in it. It was his movie. He ran away with that thing. And yeah, I liked all the twists and turns. I know this is blasphemous, but I'm not a big Glenn Close fan. I think she's just like a really hammy actress, and I just like never enjoy watching her. So I didn't enjoy her in this, but it didn't ruin the movie for me, because his performance, Josh O'Connor's, was just like subtle, beautiful, captivating. And Benoit Blanc was as fun as ever. It was just an interesting story. So that's a fun one too. I recommend that as well. What else do I have to tell you? Shakespeare Guy finally got back this week from his long sojourn to the East Coast. So we hung out last night and watched the Good Wife season 6 finale and caught up, and that was really fun. So good to have him back from the East Coast. Thank God. And yeah, so I'm in the thick of, I forgot I made coffee and I have to drink it. Oh my gosh, I hope it didn't get cold. No, it's still warm, thank God. So I just had my first session a little bit ago. I've got 3 more today, and then I'm exhausted. It's been my first like full work week in a while, so I can feel it. I'm like, oh, I think it's gonna be an early night for me. And then I'm just kind of like cooking up some plans for the weekend, thinking about what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take my Christmas tree down. Sad, but it is January 9th today, so it feels like it's time, but we've had a good run. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this blank space where the Christmas tree's been. I think I'm gonna move this chair kind of where the Christmas tree's been so that it's not as much in the corner and I can remember that there's even a chair there. That's really been Petey's chair. He just like sits on it when I'm gone, and I come back from being out and he's like on his little chair and he's like, hello, mother. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later. Good morning and happy Saturday, friends. I'm getting out of the house, but boy, I am fighting off a gnarly headache. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm coming out of a bender, but I went to sleep at 9:30 and didn't have anything to drink. So I guess that's on being 32. But anyway, I just hopped in the car with Petey because we are going to the dog park. Fun little surprise. Don't tell him. And then afterwards, after he runs around and gets sweaty, I'm gonna give him a BATH bath because he smells rank and he's long overdue. But we live so close to my favorite dog park now because I live in Burbank, so we love this for us. Anyway, yeah, but pray for me that this headache passes because it's like a temples, back of head, back of neck, kind of under eye situation. So it's kind of like the whole shebang. Then later tonight, the girls are coming over and we're watching the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City finale. Can't wait to see what my girls are up to, those crazy Salt Lake City girls. So yeah, let's go to the park.
Yeah, we've been here for a long time, actually. I was, after that flight fiasco, I've been sleeping a lot, so I'm about to go scratch out and that. Yeah.
Well, Petey and I are back from the dog park. He's gobbling down some water, slurping it down because he's thirsty. And afterwards, we stopped to get a cheeky little coffee. He got some treats there. They're a very dog-friendly establishment at Palm Coffee Bar. The old favorites. Yeah, the dog park was really fun today. I made some new friends, a nice older woman and a lesbian couple. This one lesbian woman was obsessed with Petey, and she kept saying to her girlfriend, I want one, babe. I want this dog. And, you know, the lesbians have always loved Petey, so no surprise there. He was a little reserved today. He didn't do a ton of playing with the other dogs, just a lot more observing. But there was this one pit bull that belonged to the lesbian couple that was wearing a Carhartt jacket that only had 3 legs. And Petey loved this pit bull. She was a girl, I don't remember her name, but Petey loved to rile her up and get chased by her. So that was really fun. He just took quite a shine to her. And he doesn't usually like big dogs, so that was really fun to see. He just wanted her attention, like, the whole time. He just was like, chase me, chase me. So that was really cute. But yeah, successful dog park adventure. So we just got home. I'm gonna take a little break before I give him a and catch up on Traders, and then I might take down the Christmas tree. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm realizing this one's getting kind of long. But thank you for joining me here on this one as always. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you would like. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.